Step aside, sir.
Pop. 6. Squish. Nuh-uh.
Cicero.
Lipshits. Pop. 6. Squish. Nuh-uh.
Cicero.
Lipshits. Pop.
And now, the 4 merry motorists of the Cook County Jail and their rendition of the Cell Block Tango.
Nuh-uh.
Cicero.
Lipshits. Pop. 6. Squish. Nuh-uh.
Cicero.
Lipshits. Pop. 6. Squish. Nuh-uh.
Cicero.
Lipshits. Pop. 6. Squish. Nuh-uh.
Cicero.
Lipshits. Pop. 6.
Cicero.
Lipshits.
He had it coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, I bet you would have done the same. Pop! Cicero!
Lipshits.
Pop!
Squish.
Cicero!
Lipshits.
You know how people have these little habits that get you down? Like Bernie. Bernie liked to chew gum. No, not chew. Pop! So I come home from work one day and I'm really irritated and I'm just looking for a little bit of sympathy. And there's Bernie, lying on the couch, drinking a beer and chewing. No, not chewing, popping. So I said to him, I said, you pop that gum one more time. And he did. So I took the shotgun off the wall and I fired 2 warning shots into his head.
He had it coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you'd have been there, if you'd have heard it, I bet you would have done the same.
I met Ezekiel Young from Salt Lake City about 2 years ago, and he told me he was single. We hit it off right away. So we started living together. He'd go to work, he'd come home, I'd fix him a drink, fix him dinner, the usual. Then one day I found out, single, he told me, single my ass. Not only was he married, he had 6 wives. One of those Mormons, you know? So that night when he came home from work, I fixed him his drink as usual. Guess some guys just can't hold their arsenic.
He had it coming. He had it coming. He took a flower in his prime, and then he used it, and he abused it. It was a murder, but not a crime.
Now I'm standing in the kitchen, carving up a chicken for dinner, minding my own business, and in storms my husband Wilbur in a jealous rage. "You've been screwing the milkman," he says. He was crazy. And he kept on screaming, "You've been screwing the milkman." And then he ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times.
If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, I bet you would have done the same.
¿Por qué estoy aquí? Dicen que mi amor famoso se sentó en mi esposo cuando le corté la cabeza. Oh, pero no es la verdad. Soy inocente. No sé por qué Uncle Sam dice que yo lo maté. Traté de explicar a la estación policía, pero no me entendieron.
Yeah, but did you do it?
I killed him.
My sister Veronica and I had this double act, and my husband Charlie traveled around with us. So for the last number in our act, we did these 20 acrobatic tricks in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Splits, spread eagles, backflips, flip-flops, one right after the other. So this one night before the show, we're down at the Hotel Cicero, the 3 of us boozing and having a few laughs when we run out of ice. So I go out to get some. I come back and I open the door, and there's Veronica and Charlie doing number 17, the spread eagle. Well, I was in such a state of shock, I completely blacked out. I don't remember a thing. It wasn't until I was washing the blood off my hands that I even knew they were dead. They had it coming.
They had it coming. They only had themselves to blame. I didn't do it, but if I'd done it, how could you tell me that I was wrong? They had it coming. They had it coming. They had it coming. They had it coming. They took a flower in its prime, and then they used it, and they abused it. It was a murder, but not a crime.
I loved Alvin Lipschitz more than I could possibly say. He was a real artistic guy, sensitive, a painter, but he was always trying to find himself. He'd go out every night looking for himself, and on the way, he found Ruth, Gladys, Rosemary, and Irving. I guess you can say we broke up because of artistic differences. He saw himself as alive, and I saw him dead.
The dirty bum, 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 bum. The dirty bum, 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 bum. He had it coming. 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 Had it all along. I didn't do it. But if I'd done it, how could you tell me that I was wrong? They had it coming. They had it coming. They took a flower in its prime, and then they used it, and they abused it. It was a murder, but not a crime. Back up one more time.
Number
Single
17,
my
the
ass.
spread
I can't
eagle.
but they have artistic differences. Squish.
Cicero.
Lipschitz.